Hi guys, how's everyone this Thursday evening? Good evening, Sarita. Good evening, Bela. Hi, Ratan. Hi, Amar. Good to see all of you here. Hi, Reena. काफी पार्टिसिपेशन है गाइस, काफी कमेंट्स है, दिख रहा है लोग काफी एक्साइटेड हैं ज्वाइन करने के लिए आज. थोड़ा और वेट कर लेते हैं और लोगों के लिए. Hi, Shashi. Hi, Sonal. Hi, Nikita. Hi, Ashok. Good to see all of you here. How's the new year treating you? Okay guys, hi everyone and thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to 5 पैसा. मैं हूं आंचल पाठक और आज हम आपके लिए एक बहुत ही स्पेशल वेबिनार प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. Guys, we all know that the toughest job in the world is being a mom. You're always busy making 100 decisions at the same time, and let's be honest, it's a 24/7 job. Keeping this in mind, 5 Paisa, Pickright and Unimo are extending a little help to all you super moms out there, and we are encouraging you to become the boss of your own finances too. Joining me today are two wonderful women. Let me bring them on screen. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Joining me today are Archana Elapavuluri from Pickright and CA Khushbu Mehta, Manager Financial Services, Protivity India, Member Private Limited, who is also representing our partner for today, Unimo. सबसे पहले खुशबू हम आपसे स्टार्ट करते हैं. Can you please tell us something about the Unimo community?
Sure, of course. Thank you so much for having me here today. And yes, so Unimo, is a hyperlocal community of 500,000 mothers across the globe. It has 23, I'm sorry for that, 23 city-wise chapters again around the world. And the strongest one being MUMO, that is Mumbai Moms. And we, in fact, for Mumbai Moms, we are proud to say that we have 226,000 Mumbai moms as members on our Facebook community. Apart from that, we boast a good amount and number of WhatsApp groups across the city, that is 222. So as everyone can see, Unimo is the fastest growing, largest mommy community on Facebook. And our tagline being एक break to banta hai, because I heard you say that, being a mommy is a 24/7 job, and it rightly is. Hence, we mothers really do not get that time for ourselves, and that's where Unimo helps them to get that much deserved break in every form and manner. And with having such insightful sessions like this one, I'm sure it's going to add value all the more.
Sounds great. In fact, I can see a lot of highs being dropped to you in the comments. It's good to see so many people excited about this webinar. Okay, thank you so much for that, Khushbu. Now, Archana, thank you once again for joining us. Today, you will be our point person for all the important investment gyan that we need to make for these super moms, which will help them take stock of their financial future. So before we start, let me give you a small profile of Pickright, guys. Pickright एक wealth tech platform है जो कि Gen Next और millennials को encourage करता है investing करने के लिए, और ये investing और wealth generation हमारे लिए बहुत easy बना देता है. So Archana, welcome. And my first question to you is, why are moms natural investors or savers?
Yeah, thank you, Anchal. Thank you, Unimo, for actually giving us an opportunity to even talk about this topic, which is very dear to my heart. Being a woman, being a mom, I think a mom can relate to another mom very well. And I think there are no questions or any question marks out there, right?
Absolutely.
Because what you go through is only you can empathize and sympathize. The rest, everything is all whatever is in the air. So are women natural investors or savers, Achal? I think we are all by instinct, we are all saving people. So we save a lot. We are not people who actually are risk takers. The thing is, it's not that we are not we are taught to save everything right from the day we are born and as we grew up, and we have seen the generations, right? as we see, the DNA is part of the DNA what we are born with, and the part is what we have been brought up with. In the house together, whatever we have seen, our moms used to say, "Beta save karo, ye kal ke liye rakho." So put it in the
Right.
bank, right? Put it there, you have to, or put it in the jar. You never know when there is a rainy day. So always, in a recent survey, right, around when you have taken a sample of 50 men and women together, half of the women, half of them, almost more than two-thirds, said that they really don't know how to invest, but they know very well how to save. When the same question has been asked to man, they said they don't know how to save, but they know where to actually go and invest. Is it because of
Right.
networking? So I think that is the effect what even Unimo is. See, that's where we all need to be together. That network effect is very important, right?
Absolutely,
So
collaboration is the key.
yeah, yeah. So I think we are natural savers. In fact, though I'm a co-founder of a wealth tech startup, and that's actually the reason why I said we need to do it, because at the end of the day, we need a smart platform which actually tells us where to invest and how much to invest, giving the trust and confidence. So, moving from saving, planning, and investing, these are three steps which we have to do. And we are at the saving stage, and there are two steps more we need to take. So, we are natural savers. The effort is to make everyone of us to be natural investors.
Right.
So, yeah.
Coming to some, when it comes to women investors, Archana, have you noticed any recent trends that you would like to talk about?
Yeah. So I would like actually to talk about a trend more than in investors. When I come from a first generation family where women were working. So my mom was a PhD. She's a doctorate in English, and she was a professor in college, right? And I haven't seen my classmates' moms, any one of them working. So where I grew up, my mom was probably, and even in my family, my mom was the first generation woman working. So if you see a trend, right, from there, if you see now, there is the women force actually has doubled, tripled. The trend what we have seen is women are now working. So the whole learning, earlier it was only men was working, men were saving, men were investing. So now after 20, 30 years, when we have seen the trend from 1990, so 95 to 2020, we have seen women are working everywhere. No, now you see families where they have a single kid as daughter too, because they're pretty cool with it, right? The whole
Yeah.
trend has changed, where they
Right.
know that women are equal. There is no gender equality. Everyone has their own strengths, and the trend what we have seen is women are earning. And now, when we have seen the trends in the last 10 years, what we have seen is women actually, the fixed deposits, around 32% of the fixed deposits are from women. And it was actually a huge increase from within the last 5 years. Almost it doubled. So, as women start having the power of earning money, the power to actually manage the money thrives. And what the
Right.
trend we have seen is the fixed deposits, the gold, the digital gold. We have seen earlier people buying the physical gold. Now, what we have seen is around 10% of Indian women own 10% of global gold in India. It's humongous if you see,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Absolutely.
and then we have seen few mutual funds going from 9% somewhere in 2015-16 to 19% in 2019 to 20. So I think it's very encouraging to see women
Absolutely.
stepping into the investing domain. So I always, this is all snowballing effect, right? Once you
Ah,
start
Right.
earning, you want to save, then you want to invest,
absolutely.
and then you need avenues to go and spread. And I think that's the
Absolutely.
trend. That's the
I
trend
think
what
the
we have.
financial independence that has come along with all of this is acting as a catalyst to all of this,
I,
making a
I
woman from
agree.
a saver to an investor.
I completely agree. And that's exactly how India is actually changing the dynamics, right? The socio-economic changes, what we are seeing, though they are at a snail pace at every day. But when you look at it, it is actually a snowball effect from in the last 20-30 years, how we have seen our grandmothers to our mothers to ourselves, and hopefully our daughters will be much better than us. So that's what it is.
Sure.
For sure.
Guys, for the people who are just joining us, hi to all of you, and also Archana and Khushbu will be taking questions after our Q&A is over. So please drop them in your comments and let us know. Moving on, Archana, the next question to you is: Are women more goal oriented?
Yeah, obviously, right? We are very much goal oriented. So goal need not be like that you need to go to moon or be in SpaceX, right? That need not be a goal. Goal can be as small as I need to go and watch a movie, like how Kushbu was telling, up to break banta hai. To break to banta hai. Every week, for week, month, year, or anything, right? Goal can be actually packing your bags and going somewhere. Goal can be actually putting your kid in a beautiful big school what you're dreaming of. Goal can be actually planning them to send to abroad to that Ivy League college without thinking twice. Goal can be actually owning without guilt that particular diamond ring which you are always looking out of the window, right? Goal can be anything. So there is nothing called a big goal or a small goal, like how there is no right ambition or a small ambition. For me, goal is a goal. So we are all goal oriented, and we want our, how do we achieve those goals? So the one thing what we tell in Pickright, or what I feel, though the startup, I hope I had a startup like that. When I started my earning, I would have actually made a lot of money. So right now the whole mission is to help others to actually invest. So be very clear with your goals. What exactly is a goal? So there can be short term goals, there can be long term goals, and there can be immediate gratification goals. So start planning for them and be ready to actually plan your salary, earnings, or whatever gifts you get it from your parents or from anywhere. Start planning them and diversify them accordingly, so that you can start achieving the goals. So we being so one thing what I strongly feel is, we are very impulsive when it comes to small things, but when it comes to a big thing, women are very cautious, patient. We understand what are pros and cons, and when then we take the actions. So in similar format, when you are planning for the goals, try to put your goals as, bucket them, and then plan it accordingly. That way you can actually achieve your goals.
Right. I can see a lot of people already interested in the conversation. I can already see questions coming up, but we'll definitely take them after our chat. Archana, we
Sure,
did
sure.
speak about Archana, we did speak about women investing in gold, but where else do women generally invest?
See, when right now, right, from the last 5 years, what the trend we have seen in Pickright, and when we were analyzing, right, women do like to invest in fixed deposits. That is something, because as I told earlier, we are not risk takers. The way thing is, fixed deposit is perfectly safe. That's what we have been taught throughout our life. That fixed deposit is one thing people save. Then the real estate is again another asset which we have been taught about. So it is real estate, fixed deposit, government bonds, something which is risk free is what we have seen previously. In the last previous to 5 to 10 years, we have seen these were the traditional investment options where women used to participate. But now what we have seen is women started getting into mutual funds, then into equities, and then now if you see, even the crypto wave is hitting, where we have seen women, even actually
Right.
millennials girls, getting into crypto as well. Well, we'll talk about whether we should invest, how much we should invest in crypto when it comes to diversification. We'll do talk about it.
Absolutely.
But what I'm telling is, the three things what we have seen earlier is like gold, real estate, and fixed deposits. But now the trend is changing, and I hope it is for better, because at the end you need to make, your money should make money. That's what is your ultimate goal.
I
Right.
think you said it, and it needs to be covered in gold. Money needs to make money.
Exactly,
All
right.
the gold that,
Then you can
Yeah,
take as many
absolutely.
breaks as you want, right? That's
Yeah,
the
even if
at the
you're on a
end.
sabbatical, doesn't matter. Mothers.
Exactly. Whether you are a mother or a woman or anyone, right?
Absolutely. Of
Money has to
course.
make money at the end of the day.
True. Absolutely.
definitely. But why do you think women usually avoid investing in financial assets? You say that the trend is picking up right now, but it wasn't always like this before. So why do you think there's this hesitation there?
Yeah, it's actually a very good question, and in fact, I think uh, the hesitation is because the education system. There are two parts, right? One is we are a paternally oriented system. The whole framework. Whether we might now say no, we are not, but if you see from the last 100 years or 150 years, the whole generations, it was always that men used to take care of finances, women used to take care of house budget. Women did not really go and handle a land deal. Women did not really go and buy a real estate. The structure of the whole thing flew from there. Where we started growing up is mom used to budget. Like, you, when you wanted to choose pair of nice high heel shoes, the first thing you went and asked your mom, and mom used to say, yes, this month I have money, or next month after first I'll give you, right? So that's how all it is. But if you wanted to buy, if you wanted to invest something, you would have not gone to your mom and said, mom, I have 1 lakh rupees, where I will invest. You said, papa, I have 1 lakh rupees, where you have to invest, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly why it's wired like that, because that's how we have seen the whole thing. And that self doubt, or not knowing where to put, is something which is part, it is embedded in our system. And as I said, right, working, how women, the right to education, right to work took 20, 30 years to actually be widespread. The right to invest, be your boss of financial, will be the next wave. And I think women will actually drive that. And I strongly believe that's what is going to happen. And that's the first thing. Second thing is our schools, and I'm honestly, you can quote me, but I'm very disappointed with our education. Even I came from the same, in India I studied. Nowhere we are taught how to manage money. Nowhere we were taught on how to actually invest money. All we have taught is loan. How much if you have taken loan, how much interest you have to pay. Simple interest and compound interest.
Compound
And I
interest,
think
yes.
at the end we were all getting into loans rather investing. If you remember your high school education, probably those are the formulas what we remembered, right? So low. So I think education is something to be where it is. It needs to be told on a serious note, that you need to invest, how investments work, what are the different instruments to be invested, and how to manage them. And giving the financial liberty and education, and allowing them to make mistakes, right? That is very important. When women are allowed to make mistakes, then confidence comes. When when a mom or a woman or someone earns 10,000 and she's okay to invest 2,000 in something and she loses, even then if she's still confident enough to go and put another 2,000, then that is real financial freedom. Yeah, if she loses 2,000 and somebody comes and shouts at her, that's not financial freedom. So
That's
that
definitely true.
hesitate, yeah, that hesitation, right? So I think education, the framework what we are in, and having confidence on her. So these are the things which actually led women not to step out of the into investment thing. They were super in everything else, but the investment, it is just starting right now.
Right. People are completely agreeing with the entire point about the loans and the education system. I can see it in the comments. You made such a great point.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's quite important.
Yeah, I think I
Um,
remember the formula too, though it has been ages. I think PTR by 100 or something. That's how that's how I got into so many loans rather into investment.
because they just tell you like this is the only way to finance yourself or make money or reach your goals.
Exactly,
Take a loan.
right? At, at the end, right? When you sleep, do you like a 10 lakh loan hanging on your head or a 10 lakh investment hanging on your head? What is your choice? And it is so
Absolutely.
simple, 10 lakh investment. Why didn't we thought that when we were
Any
young?
day. True, true.
Kushbu, let me pull you in for just this light question. How old were you when you started investing?
25,
That's
or
a great
rather
age. That's
23, 24 for sure. So as soon as my graduation, I started working, and that's where I started investing also. And quite contradictory to what she in fact just said, but maybe because of the upbringing that I've been, brought up with, in fact, because I used to discuss, my investments in shares, I mean, equity. Again, a contradiction, generally women are not risk takers, but I was one of those. And so I used to really discuss stocks with him, with my mom also. So I think that is very important, and especially because I was studying chartered accountancy, right? So numbers, finances are in my blood now.
right.
Yeah.
No, but
But
that's
yeah,
good. I mean, what you
Education
mentioned.
does matter. That's why
it does.
once you
Exactly.
are into that field, you are confident of your whatever you
Absolutely.
do. But people who are
Absolutely.
like, I come from STEM, I come from sciences. So for us, it is
Right.
this is
Yeah, of
something.
course. And hence, speaking and attending such sessions and webinars, I think becomes very important, because otherwise, in your first circle, you might not have those kind of conversations.
I
So,
agree.
financial literacy is something which will equip women to become an investor from a saver.
Right.
Completely on that. Yeah.
Okay, on to our next question. Archana, how do we attain financial fitness? And please tell us about its importance.
Yeah. So fitness, this is a buzzword right now, right? Physical
Yes.
fitness, mental fitness, and we cannot ignore physical, mental, and we cannot ignore financial fitness. So what exactly is financial fitness? Well, according to Pickright thesis and my thesis, financial fitness is something you are fit to handle any financial problem what may occur. And there is not a single day where you wake up and say, today I don't need money. I don't think as long as you are living and your mind is active, every day you need money to do something or the other. So how do you get this physical financial fitness, right? Understanding how much money do you need for your insurance? What type of insurance do you really need? All you need is a good health insurance. The rest of the insurances, I don't think you need. You should be actually talking to a right planner or advisor, because there are different insurances where you might be better earning in your diversification in other assets than putting into the insurances. So that comes from your education, talking to someone, learning about financial literacy, like how Kushbu was telling, and that's one of the part of being fit. So you can handle any adversity it may occur to you. The second thing, even if you have 5,000 or even if you have 1,000 rupees of disposable income, you better try to diversify them and invest them in a right way, so that even if one asset class goes down, you get returns from the other asset class. So that actually handles your financial fitness. We have seen how crypto actually has tanked in the last 20 days. Assuming if we have put all our assets into all our investments into crypto, it would have been, now you would be having none. So it is very important to be actually looking how much should put in your insurance, how much you should have for the emergency, which is your FDs, and how much you can actually have for long term, which is your equities, everything. And then how can we have for mutual funds if you have something as a goal oriented. So that's very important to keep that diversification going, and I think
Right.
that's the key.
To
Correct,
financial
correct.
fitness. Yes.
And I think,
Yeah,
the way we are taught in school, never put all your eggs in the same basket. I think, right from there, the whole diversification concept has been taught.
agreed.
Definitely. Right. So, can you tell us something about passive income and the importance of passive income?
Yeah. So, like as I said, money should make money, right? If money is not making money, then well, it can be in your kitchen jar or a house, safe in your house, or in your bank account, where savings account practically you don't get any interest. But where money, what is a passive income is your money should be actually working. So how it can work is you need to identify, again we go back again to the diversification. You need to identify the right investment instruments for you, be it mutual funds. What mutual funds will give you dividend? What are the equities which actually will go in long term, where they can actually start yielding results when you need them and they make their money? And what are the type of insurances where it will actually help you to grow? So these are the different types of passive income. There are bonds, there are you should be looking at mutual funds, and there are equities. So these are the different ways where you can actually make passive income. But assume if you have put today 1,000 rupees and expect it has to become passive income, it won't happen. It is actually, yeah, it's over a period of time. You need to be patient, and I think that's where I feel women can actually become great investors, because we have a inbuilt quality of patience. And for us, being patient with our investments is what actually will give us the goals. We can satisfy our goals, we can earn our passive income, and yes, we can take as many breaks as we want, and we can buy as many handbags we can want, or shoes. There is no restriction on that. I don't need to even we need to break the bank. It is all you will be earning from your investments. All you need is a systematic investment method and team, and
Right.
that's what it is.
Okay, guys, let me remind you that after our chat is over, Archana is going to take questions. So please drop them in the comments. Anything related to finance, please address it towards Archana, and anything related to Unimo, please feel free to ask Khushbu about it. Okay, so Archana, we have already discussed this. Women have a lot of self-doubt when it comes to investing. There is a lot of hesitation. How does one overcome that? And when it comes to investment, and also how does one go about riding the wave so that ultimately we can end up buying as many shoes and bags and taking as many
Yeah.
breaks as we want?
Yeah, great question. Yeah. So, first thing is, whether we agree or not, we think we are perfectionists. Like for us, there is nothing for us. We have to do, if we take up a task, it needs to be perfect. And we have a lot of self doubt whether we'll do well or not, be it bringing up our child, or even dressing up, or even cooking something, or even doing every small decision. We want it to be perfect, right? And that is DNA of women, right? And I think no one can disagree with that. Like we are perfectionists. So the self doubt arises. What happens if I lose my money? What happens if my investment goes wrong? This is my hard earned money. So that is where exactly why there is always a self doubt, and and that we pull ourselves back of not doing what we want to do. And that's exactly, and because the financial literacy, we are not strong in financial literacy. Two, we don't have enough time to actually invest time and understand where to invest, how to invest. And the third thing is trust and awareness, right? We are not confident whether the platforms where we go and put, is it okay or not. Like opening a demat account. So understanding what is a demat account is. Demat account is the almost safest digital account where you actually transact equities. So 5paisa demat account, people can go open a demat account online without any physical need, digitally open it, start, and it is the most safest guided guidelines with RBI. Everything is safe, your money is protected. From your bank you can actually transfer and get onto your 5paisa's wallet, and then from there you can buy and sell the shares. So once it is shares, they are actually legally blind. They bind. They are on your will. If you, unless you transfer to other person, they are yours. It is as safe as your money, and you can liquidate anytime. So that trust and awareness, right, needs to be start sharing with everyone right from our college and school. So people come out of the self doubt. Like the very first thing is, what happens if I buy them and put it in the shares? What happens? Somebody will cheat and take away my shares. So it's not like that. So with the digital penetration of UPI, where we are with the QR code, we are trusting the QR and sending the money. Why don't we trust and actually buy investments for ourselves, right? For our lives.
Right.
It's at the end of the day, it is your life. And you only remember once your life. There is no other thing of remembering it twice. So I think DMAT, having an awareness of DMAT is your like your passport, DMAT is your like your digital account, and that is where people should open it and do that. That's the first thing, which is the first step to
Which is
investing,
required. Right.
which is required. And 5paisa has come up with great offers, so there is a link. They please go and do that. And the second thing is, once you have the DMAT account, the next question comes in is, I don't have enough time or knowledge to understand where to invest, right? So that is where we can help. Pickright can help in suggesting. We have women invest packs. We have different combination invest packs where people can just go and click it and invest in the list of portfolio what we have done and what our smart intelligent platform has curated, and actually that will take you as a start in your investment journey, irrespective you have 1,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, 1 lakh, 50 lakhs, you should start investing. And
I
that's
wish
the
I
way to do.
met you a few years back.
Better late than never. We can actually connect and
Absolutely.
take it
I'm
forward.
connecting with you after this for sure.
Definitely, why not?
And many other women who are watching this also, I'm sure, because a lot of times what happens, you have the funds, you want to invest. You might even have that literacy, financial literacy, as I said, and awareness that, okay, see, if we are speaking about equity, then which scripts are going good, what are the trends, what are the statistics, but do I have the time to keep a tab on it? No, I
Exactly.
don't.
No.
I might be busy with my own work, right? And every other woman. So I think this is fantastic that you've come up with. Yeah.
Great, thank you. I want everyone to start using it, give us the feedback, and we'll make it a better platform as we evolve. We are a startup in the wealth tech, right? And what is important is your portfolio is completely rebalanced and monitored and managed too. So it's at the end, you need to only take care of it once in a month with a single click. It is all connected with 5paisa. You don't need to even jump. With single click, whole rebalancing is done, and you can see all your holdings at one place. So at the end, remove confusion and chaos and enter into investing. Start with small amount. You are just understand that you are okay to spend 2,000 rupees on a dish which you order on Swiggy to take that risk. And if you don't like it, you're okay to leave it. But the same 2,000, you are not okay to put on an equity investment which has 90% high chance to grow, because in Sensex, believe me, in 2000 it was 3,500. The Sensex in 2021 it hit 60,000. So look
60,000.
look
Yeah.
at how 20 years it has come. So if you can take a chance of a 2,000 dish where you can leave that biryani if it is not good, put that 2,000 in an equity portfolio, you have higher chance to make 2,700 and take that 700 out and eat biryani, right? I think that is what
Absolutely.
it. I
And I
think
think this webinar has been very smartly positioned and placed during the market scenario that we're looking at, the buyer's
Right.
market that it is.
exactly, this is the buyer's market. Everyone should go and buy right now. And the portfolios, what are on Pickright, execute them on 5paisa. And I believe me, you are going to be actually happy that you have invested at the right time, because people think it should come down. We haven't seen it, never hit 3,000. It is
Yeah.
always growing
It's
and it
always
will
on the up.
grow. It will always grow. So you should have invested yesterday. If you haven't done yesterday, do it today.
Absolutely. And today is the best
Do it.
time, believe me.
Exactly.
Today is the best time. That's very well put. In fact, Archana, now it's time to open the floor for our audience questions. And the first question, I kid you not, is on crypto. There are a bunch of questions, but I'll take one right now. So Zankhana is asking, cryptocurrency, is it safe? If you could like clear that for us.
Yeah, see, every asset comes with its own risk. But let me tell you, on crypto, being it a digital currency and it is something going on the fad of it. So unless governments across world, not just India. So what we have seen UK, which has come up with talking about crypto. China is already talking about banning. So unless all the governments come together and come with a regulation on how crypto will be actually positioned or used, there will be always this volatility, and based on someone's tweet, crypto will go up, or someone's tweet, crypto will come down. So there will be always. So what I actually say, or what our algorithm, what we are building today, is based on your risk profile, based on how much investment you have. Suppose you are in want to invest 1 lakh rupees, assume how much you are okay to lose, take that and put it in a crypto what you are. And again, this is not I'm suggesting you to put, you need to actually understand crypto is not really a recognized currency usage anywhere. So it
That's right.
always comes with a risk, and anyone, you can actually go and create your own cryptocurrency. Nothing stops it. So there is always a word of caution in crypto, but well,
To each
you
his
can
own.
go. Yeah,
To each
yeah. I
other.
have
Yes,
invested a very
definitely.
small amount in crypto to see how it goes, and now it is where it is. It's going down.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
why?
I guess
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you should
all
always
about
keep
the
your
risk
mind,
appetite. Yeah,
ah,
sorry.
risk
exactly.
appetite, and being open to experimentation.
And
Definitely.
that's why
Uh,
open to experimentation. And one thing, right? Be actually understand your risk, and it is very important. So don't actually imitate or mimic your neighbor, friend, aunt, uncle, brother, or anyone. You understand your risk capacity, and actually Pickright is working on. We have our risk. We do actually risk calculation, and we suggest you what is the best thing for you. And we are actually creating more personalization, so that will actually tell how much even you should put in risky assets also later on.
Makes sense. Okay, so the next question is from BM. She's asking, or they are asking, what mutual fund to invest in for child's education?
Okay, so I cannot actually take any of the mutual fund name being Pickright, being a SABRIA company. So if you once you come into Pickright, we can actually suggest there are invest packs where mutual funds are there where you can actually do. But for child's education, what I would suggest is look for a SIP where the risk is not aggressive, it is moderate, and where the combination is of the growth stocks like IT, auto. These are the stocks where the mutual fund combination is, where actually it helps your kid to get, once he or she is 18 years old or 19 years old, this amount you can actually withdraw. So go with a mutual fund which has these combinations, because EV, auto, IT, these are the areas where it will grow in the next 10 years. And I don't think there is any other contradiction to that. So
Right.
you can actually contact us on Pickright, where we can help you curate it. And you have a couple of invest packs where we say these are the good mutual funds where you should go and invest based on your risk. We can do that.
Right. Bindu is asking, would like to know what is better, mutual funds or recurring deposit?
Obviously mutual funds, RD, FDs are the lowest interest rate. So again, what I suggest is, if your recurring deposit is, I understand it is like SIP, so have a FD which is for your emergency. So I always take 1 lakh, it can be any amount multiplied with 1 lakh. Put part in your FD, so it is immediate, you can take it out. The rest, whatever it is, keep SIP and put it in the mutual funds, or even in equity SIP. Start in equity SIP is much better than your mutual fund SIP, because equities actually better perform than mutual funds.
Right.
In the last 5 years, equities outperformed mutual funds. So if you have the thing, come to Pickright, choose better equities, look at a lock a SIP, and start putting at it. You will actually achieve better returns. On an average, more than 15% you can actually achieve. Otherwise, RDs I wouldn't suggest at the end of the day. But again, it's a public platform, so diversify it properly.
Speaking of diversification, Kirti is asking, how do you plan on the timeline for investment in mutual funds, and how to ensure that you still have a diversified portfolio so that risk is mitigated?
So, having a diversified portfolio, risk is mitigated. It's actually a very good question because unlike you go to a doctor when you're sick, you should be actually talking to your financial planner or an advisor or to Pickright when you start earning your first check. So that way, we will actually tell you because the whole notion is in India, मेरे पास तो 10 लाख भी नहीं है, 1 लाख भी नहीं है. I cannot go to a financial advisor. I don't need planning. No, if you have even 1,000 rupees, you should talk and say how your 1,000 should be saved. So because today, if you're earning 1,000, within 5 years you will earn more than 2 lakhs. So that is the growth potential. What a country we are looking at it, right? So what you need to do is first understand your risk. So there are once you know the risk, your diversification portfolio will be set where you will know how much you have to put in FD, how much you should put in equities, how much should you put it in your mutual funds. So that is a thing that will be taken care. The second question, the first part you said, what timeline you should look for mutual funds, right?
Yeah,
right, Archie?
yeah.
So the timeline for mutual funds, it is based on your necessity. Yeah. Like I have put in mutual funds and taken out in 6 months because I had an immediate requirement of funds. But the what is the best thing is if you can actually put it till 5 years, right? That is the best time frame for you. But again, like in earlier we spoke about goals, right? So create, if you have a short term goal, put it in a fund where you can actually get around 7 to 8% returns, and you can actually take it out, which is better than your savings account. If you have a goal which is around 5 years where you have to travel backpack from your Sweden to China on a Russian train, right now that is the pretty crazy. I guess everyone is talking about that train. Even I want to get onto it. So if that is the thing, so put it for the 5 years where you can put every month some amount in the mutual fund so you can take it out. So the intelligent thing is identify your goals, map them up, talk to your planner, come to Pickright, and do that and have peace of mind. At the end, you should be able to do your work, think with the confidence that your investments are managed and they are safe. And unless that is achieved, we cannot, because it is hard earned money at the end of the day, right? We toil 24/7, and we understand that, and we are there for you. And that's what we are today partnering with 5paisa to make women get into investment as seamlessly, as easily, without any chaos or confusion.
Right. The next question is from Manoj. Which sector is safe for investment in stock market?
Well, I cannot actually answer that question, but probably auto, EV, IT, these are the growing sectors what we see. Those are the sectors where you can actually invest and keep them for long term. Yeah.
Right. Devi is asking, what are the right instruments for bulk money deposits to earn more interest than FDs?
So if you have bulk money, then divide them. Put as I said, put part in FDs, very little in FDs, so your emergencies are covered. The rest, there are good mutual funds where what we have seen, they have even given 15 to 18% returns. You can park in them, and then put it in blue chip IT stocks, in good invest packs where you have a combination of IT portfolio, and there are combination where actually US stocks also have been covered in the ETFs. So those are the combinations where you can put this bulk money. So it is actually put safe in 3 different type of instruments. Always see, don't ignore your FDs. FDs should be there for us. You should always put a part in your mutual funds, and then the part should be in your equities, because equities actually tend to give more returns. And of course, have a good health insurance. And I don't think we should all cut corners in it. Be as liberal in picking up the right health insurance, so you need not actually save for the bad health days. Your insurance takes care of it. So your investments are for yourself, for your future, for your enjoyment, not for hospitals.
Right. Shreyansh is asking, if I want to invest 10,000 on a monthly basis, what should be the distribution of my investment in terms of risk, considering I'm a moderate risk taker?
You're a moderate risk taker, and if you want to put 10,000, find the right portfolio of an equity portfolio and start putting it. You can actually take a combination of a ETF, which has IT stocks and EV, auto, or power, and then start investing in it. And Pickright actually has different invest packs where as low as for 4,000, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 to you can actually put how much ever amount you want, the complete weightage, how much it has to be allocated, it will be shown, and you can start investing. And I think monthly you should look at, say, putting uh, collecting as much, adding equity to it, and I think that's the right way to do.
Right. Ritz is asking, is NPS a good option? I had it as a compulsion while I worked with the bank. However, it's also available for others, right?
Hmm. NPS is Nation Postal Scheme. Is that what it is? So
I'm guessing that's what she's asking.
yeah.
Yeah, because
So
considering that she
yeah.
worked at the bank, so
Yeah, see, postal scheme, these are all like your bank FTs, right? So they you can use them, and why people put it is because they get some income tax deduction, and once you are out of the income tax bracket, and once you take, and I don't think these, you should have some basic of these so that you can actually immediately cash out. But as an investment, always find better instruments where you get more than your 8% or 10% returns, and that is where you start multiplying your money, and your money makes money.
right.
So I think that's the only way. If you have money in that NPS, keep it, but don't start adding to it. Find better
Hmm.
investments, find different portfolios, join the wave, like how Achal was asking, riding the wave, right? Now it is time to actually explore and start adding and investing and growing, than actually going back.
Right. We had some great participation today. People are constantly, like, people have put in a lot of effort to ask questions, and there are a lot of thank yous from the audience to Unimo, Pickright, Archana, and Khushbu today, because everyone's really loving this session. Before we close the show, Archana, you wanted to tell us something about Pickright and 5 Paisa offer?
Yeah. So 5paisa has actually come up with a great offer. There is a link below where if you click and open a Demat account, you will be actually given credit into your account, with which you can buy shares. You can use that money to buy equities. So that's a great offer, exclusively for people who are in this webinar. Please do that. Open your Demat account. Second, there will be a Pickright link as well. If you open Pickright and click on that, you will be giving 200 rupees in the wallet. So you have free invest packs, free portfolio management, as well as paid portfolio management. You can actually take any paid with that wallet amount and actually do that. Reach out to us or 5paisa at any given point of time. We are here to actually help and create your investment journey, to make it seamless, and we want to see you all grow and make money. At the end of the day, that's where satisfaction comes, right? When we are all empowered, and we are happy.
Yes, definitely. Khushbu, before we close the show, any thoughts from your side?
Of course, I think I'll pick the word, the keyword that Achal just said, empowerment. So I think that is what Unimo also stands for. Your women actually uplift other women. They do not demean. So I think that is the age we all are in. That is what even the community is. And this webinar has definitely added a lot of value to each one's life and a great takeaway for everybody. So yeah, it was wonderful. Definitely wonderful to be here with you all.
That's great to know. And we have so many people thanking you for the session and saying that it was a great session. Even I learned so much. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, Archana and Khushbu. And thank you to all our
Absolutely loved
audiences.
it. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. It
Thank
was
you.
great and extremely informative. And thank you to all the people who joined us on the webinar and asked us the questions, and people who are dropping us all the comments. Guys, if you like this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications. I will see all of you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye, Achal. Bye, Kushbu.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Thank you.